everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy at TV. In case you're not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe. Just press the subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell so that you can get notifications when we upload our videos. Don't also forget to subscribe and join, follow, like our other social media platforms. Of course, you're seeing it right about now. Don't also forget to share this video across your platforms. Enjoy the video. Seun Onigbinde joins me now. He's the founder of BudgIT. The organization released the State of the States 2025 report. Hello, Seun, and welcome to the program.
Hello, how are you doing? It's a pleasure being here.
Seun, okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yes, now I can hear you. Seun, what does this report say about the fiscal health of states? And let me also put this in. Because our media is agog and awash with President Trump's threats. I would like to put this in because that was how I ended the first interview. What are your views concerning this? I did say earlier on that the markets hate uncertainty. This increased revenues as a result of Nigeria selling more oil, production of volumes have gone up and all of that. If this threat comes to fruition, what are the implications for states in Nigeria that are already smiling to the bank, yet their development capacities in their state or development outcome still calls for question?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great period of uncertainty for the country with the decision of the American president to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. My own view of it is just that the government has to activate its diplomatic levers quickly. Because we all know that America provides a significant signal to the entire investing world. And so if people perceive that we would be struck or America is going to put boots on the ground or is going to have strikes around the country, you might start seeing quick or disorderly exits of portfolio investors, possibly in our bonds or even in our equity market. So that will have significant impact also on our exchange rate and as a country. So it's very important that the government moves quickly to engage the American government, both formally and informally. There are some lingering issues around the non-appointment of ambassadors. That has to be handled quickly. There are some issues around, and I think the government also has to send a high-powered delegation to the United States. I mean, that high-power delegation has to come with clear evidences that some of the assumptions of the United States government are not true, or also able to show that there are significant efforts being made to arrest some of the issues that they're pointing out. I mean, they're pointing out that there's Christian genocide in Nigeria. The U.S. president has not directly used that word in the two salvos that he has given to Nigeria. But there has been strong points that there's Christian persecution. And I mean, if you look at the north-central part of this country, it's kind of felt a little bit abnormal, even though it's grossly abnormal, that villages, empty spaces that are mostly Christian-dominated are just destroyed and brought down by ethnic marauders or that are never brought to account. And so that those are the things that I need to stop within that Plateau, Taraba, Benue belt, and even part of southern Kaduna. So I think these are valid positions, but the government has to just move faster.
Okay, Seun, I hope you're still there. And if you can hear me, I like, of course, the dimension that you brought into this conversation, because we're talking about State of States report, but we can't but bring in this dimension into it. From your report, because I've gone through it, many states still struggle to meet basic revenue needs. What do you have to say about that? And also in your report, I did talk about it, was it last week, that from these monies that they are getting, no state is spending 20,000 naira per person on health, or even, yes, on education. Even health is worse. So what do you think about that? The problem, is it really about money, or it's about fiscal discipline and fiscal governance? That these governors have gone, you know, the monies have made them more emperors.
You made a great point about it. We have a problem, and that problem is that state governments have more money than they used to have nominally, and I use that word nominally. In 2023, around 5.4 trillion was shared to state government as FAC. In 2024, 11.38 trillion. So technically, almost every state has doubled what he has received entirely from the state government. Almost every single state have doubled what they have received. That also means that there has to be more responsibility of states. What we have also seen is that operational costs has increased significantly, things like overhead costs, not personnel costs. Personnel costs for most states have only grown by around 20 to 25%, which means that we have not seen also a significant increase in personnel costs as it should be. We have not seen that. What we have seen has been investment in capital expenditure at a much more faster rate. But which kind of capital expenditure? We're not seeing investment in health. We're not seeing investment in education at a commensurate level. So you're right. State governments are spending more on capital expenditure, but not on health and not on education. They are not ramping up their social spending. So you see more states, and that's why we have to investigate further. Which kind, are they building more stadium? Are they trying to build more convention center? Are they investing in new government houses? Is it about bridges? Is it about roads? What happens to schools? What happens to education? I mean, those things have to be also being brought to bear, and that's why even as budget, we are taking this feedback to rethink our methodology, so that we don't just sit in and say, okay, you're having a greater capital spend. What's the quality of your capital spend? To what end is this shaping the direction, the fiscal sustainability and direction of your state? But what we have seen so far is that states are awash with more cash. They also, most of the states now can comfortably pay their salaries. Maybe not from the IGI. If only a few states can still do that from IGI, like Lagos and Ogun. But most states now are in a very much comfortable place, and you will see the excitement of most state government, the political excitement. Let me even use that word. Most state government with the president, because technically, a state that used to get maybe 6 billion naira per month now is around doing around 14, 15 billion naira monthly, and that's just the difference that we're seeing right now.
Do you think that there's a path for financial independence across Nigerian states with these revenues going up for government? Is there a path for financial independence? I was asking earlier, what is the path to financial independence with these Nigerian states, since they are getting a lot of monies now? Is there a path to financial independence? Because it's like,
I mean,
you know?
first of all, yeah, it's good. I mean, it's just about states also using resources to gear up their economic improvement in the state, because it looks like the money is cool now. Oil production is up, FAC is up, exchange rate devaluation has brought them a lot of fortune, because our dependence on oil revenue, there's a limitation to that, because it's also subject to different oil prices.
Okay.
But
Seun, let me just Seun, let me interrupt you and just answer this in a few seconds. Which states really, which states did better in the report for you, and which states still remain, still vulnerable? Which states are, the poor states, let me put it that way, that refuse to improve?
I mean, if you look at the numbers, Anambra came first in the states ranking. Anambra been around the top 5 in the last few years, so it's commendable that Anambra is doing great in that direction.
All right, I think at this point we'll end it because we're getting a lot of interference. But Seun, thank you very much for being a part of this program this morning. I'll speak to you again soon. That's the much we can take on today's edition of the program. Moneyline with Nancy it is. I am Nancy Naji. Be the best you can be and be the change that you want to see. Bye for now. Thank you for making it up to this minute watching the video. Thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy TV. Like, follow all our other social media platforms where we keep you up to speed with fantastic interviews, as well as markets, personal finance, business, and economy information. This is the best place to be. I'll see you all again in the next video.